Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday Nighter between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Cooper, and incomplete to open things up. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Cooper. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Taken down and sacked.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Cooper. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Cooper. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Another Broncos.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
And he now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this. He's going to be so eager to run routes in this one and try and get to the end zone at least 2 more times. 10 is a key number. Really signifies that you've had a big year.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Line of scrimmage.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Back to throw. Cooper. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic can get you scored on again.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's going to float this one deep right side. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. That's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Past the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
The pass.
He got 29 yards that time.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Chargers first down.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cooper, they'll roll him out right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Cooper. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by playing. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Cooper is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
30-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun. Cooper on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Henry. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 13-yard line.
waiting from the gun. Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Chargers offense back onto the field.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, Mike. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to take another shot here. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
It's over. Let's go.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score.
Touchdown, Broncos.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Point after, right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Chargers 21. Harrison Butker.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Chargers.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here's the option, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Closer, he's down to about the 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in.
Number 25.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he's got... Got it up and through.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Broncos 24. Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw again on second down, Cooper, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Cooper firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Cooper on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Now 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Cooper. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35. First down, Chargers.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Broncos will take over on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
At the 26-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cooper. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 4. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So the Chargers now down by a field goal. 1:17 remains. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 53 yards.
1st down, Chargers.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now it's the Broncos' turn, trailing by 4. 1:04 on the clock. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Steps away, and he's going to keep it here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here to his running back. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Sam Sloman for the PAT.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 4 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Chargers,
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Denver, add another.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op in your bros
them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pull it up with the whole squad.